welcome back to Word of Mouth, the show where we taste and talk. Today I'm making a flatbread that's originally from India, but is very popular here in Kenya, and it's called Chapati. For this episode, I caught up with George Kagwe, aka the M-Pesa lady or scholar. If you live in Kenya, you know what that is. But there's more to George than meets the eye. So let's cook chapatis and talk to George Kagwe. So I'm going to combine 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, but this is optional. Some people don't like their chapatis tasting sweet, but I like the sweetness. So 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of oil. Add 1 1/4 cups of water, lukewarm water. Use a 1/4 cup. This is 1/2 cup. Just mix that. Add another 1/2 cup of water. You want to end up with a soft, sticky dough. Switch to my hands here. Can need a bit more water.
What are you cooking?
I think today I will cook chapo and stew.
Hey.
I want to give Scholar a run for her money.
Good stuff. Yeah, chapo my favorite, but although we're trying to cut down.
So anyway, George, I know people know you for the M-Pesa lady character mostly now these days. It just kind of blew up. Did you expect that?
Yeah, I did, but not as soon as it happened. Yeah, so it happened. We believe that it would happen sooner, or rather later than it did sooner. And so it was a shock that in maybe a month and a half or 2 months of us doing it is where now it was really like vibrant. And it happens it's happening digitally. Yeah? So, and that time I'm working from home. We had shut the business, working from home, so I don't go out as often. I just go out to take my daughter to school. I come back home. So you don't meet many people. So it's until now when the calls start streaming in like, hey, are you George Kagwe? We're seeing what you're doing. We'd like to interview you. We'd like you to use you as an influencer. Could you do this? Our client loves you, blah, blah, blah. That's when you're like, hold up, wait a minute. Hey, kumbe it's something that has really heated and done rounds.
What else does George Kagwe do? Who is he?
I'd like to say a digital enabler. I grew passionate. Well, all my life I've been into this digital space, looking at the IT space as well. And not really being a practitioner, but looking at how it can enhance, entertainment, how I can use it for my talents and the things that I'm gifted at. And so when I tried to get into now entertainment full time, I found through the hard way that, back then in 2011, 2012, trying to do acting full time was hard. Like, you're not being paid as much. And so I tried to see how I can use entertainment as a business. And then now we teamed up later with Richard Njao, who's Mr. Digital, mental digital shift himself, and also learned a lot. Started my own channel on YouTube, started seeing how I can use it now even to send people links during auditions. And then we grew that into a business. We started now enabling businesses on social media. Small businesses was our target. And so that's a space I've been in for the past 6-7 years. Still in it right now, focusing more on digital services through WhatsApp. We're building, we have a platform and building another platform where we are leveraging now the WhatsApp platform to bring e-commerce, because most of us here in Kenya have been using WhatsApp for e-commerce in an informal way, but now formalizing it using chatbots, integrating payments through mobile money and the likes. That's what we are now into, and we've just started selling, and it's hitting the road running, and people really love it. So that's who I am on one end. On the other end of the divide, apart from entertainment. Yeah, I'm a family man, married to one wife, one woman, one lady, Karemi Kagwe. We were blessed to have our daughter. We've had 3 babies, but we only saw one and live with one. The others are in heaven. We'll meet one day, and so it's been amazing. She's 4.5, and yeah, so that's me.
Some flour on my surface here, and start kneading until the dough is nice and smooth. My flour surface here. I want to knead this until it's smooth. And you guys, you are always entertaining us. You always see the bright side. And who lifts you up when you are down?
I would say the immediate people who lift me up when I'm down is my family. So there are times, and especially in this world of fame, I put it in quotes. There are times when you are hitting the roof. And because I've been here before, especially because of the local sitcom that we used to do, Briefcase Inc., I learned a few things, and some of the things I learned was never to have a big head, especially in fame. When it comes to fame, be humble, stay simple, don't bite into that whole fame vibe, and I've never been a person for that. So, but when I feel down, there are times you feel depressed, there are times you feel low, there are times you feel like you don't have any more ideas. Family are the guys who now lift me up, and it's because I involve them in that work. So I involve them in this process. My daughter sees the videos being done. There are times she wants to be in them, there are times she doesn't. She's there holding the camera and wants to shoot me. She's there asking for the phone to do behind the scenes and stuff like that. So they are the guys who will encourage me when I feel down. But also the other thing is, having people you can talk to about it. And this could be therapy, it could be close friends, it could be maybe a pastor, someone who is close to you. So when you feel down, someone can be able to lift you up and encourage you and tell you it's all right. Do something that will lift you up that day, something. But yes, in this creative world, it's very, the moments when you feel down are so many. They are more than the happy times that people see. It's because it's a space where you feel inadequate, because you have to put out ideas, and you'll have haters coming and hitting down your idea. You'll have people loving your idea. So you have to choose and just go with the people who love your ideas. But at the very same time, it's human to look at the people who are hating on it and be like, how come these guys don't like it? Am I inadequate? Am I not good enough? What's wrong with me? There'll be body shaming. There'll be all those things. It always goes back now to just finding who the core or true identity, or your true identity. And for me, being a believer in Christ, I think also that helps most times, and not all, but it helps most times. Also the days when you're broke, you've done so much work, but hey, the landlord is knocking your door, bills are knocking down your door, your daughter is asking for stuff, or your kids, your wife also wants something, but you're broke. You're like, this life, I might just go back to my 9 to 5 that I was doing one time. And so those moments come, man, and you just have to find a space, because you can't allow yourself to drown. There are some who drown, which is fine, but you have to find a way to still get back up again.
Mm-hmm. So this has been resting for quite a long time, more than 30 minutes. Get about 8 pieces, 8 chapatis from this. So there are many ways of making it flaky. You can put oil, but I'm going to use butter because I like the flavor of butter. So I'll put a bit of butter. And the simplest way of getting your flakes is just to roll your chapati. Just like that. and you let that rest for another 10 or so minutes. So this is another way of making your flaky chapati. You cut to the center, out to the edge, just like that. And then you roll this into a cone. I would classify your comedy as social commentary. Would I be correct in that?
Very true. Very, very true.
How do you?
We aim to. So what I do is, my vision is simple: to bring a little bit of sunshine to everyone I encounter, but also through things that happen in society. So it's comedy, but also it brings people to think. So if it's like M-Pesa lady, using different scenarios, she's employed in a restaurant as a waiter, she's a teller or cashier at a bank, she's at the supermarket, she's a nurse. So all these situations, people relate with them, because you always find a nurse who's in a bad mood, or you found, a mobile money operator or M-Pesa lady who's there and she also was in a bad mood. And so people relate to it. So they laugh about it, but they also think about it. And you find people having conversations about it. And it was so funny because the M-Pesa lady even made news, because I remember seeing, was it in Noro, Kameme TV? They went around in Nairobi City, Moi Avenue, Tomboya, and they went around interviewing M-Pesa operators and like, yo, they've been skits online. Are you guys really like this? And it became a whole like mini docu-series on news. And for me, that was many people didn't know, but that was successful for me. The fact that society now, through the media, through having conversations in the house, through even some M-Pesa ladies who I even met when I was going to them. So through them, even seeing me and then starting the conversation. Sisi hatukuangi, we're not like that. Hatukuangi hivo. We're not like that. That for me was success, because I aim to reflect what is happening in society, whether it's politics, whether it's in the home, whether it's things that happen just in the social spaces, and make people think and be like, this is how we are. So our service industry is one thing. Our service industry is not so good. The kind of service and customer service we give people is not so good. Why? We need to ask those questions and then find a way of how to tackle them. So indeed, mine is all about social commentary. Yeah.
of encouragement. I know a lot of guys are going through tough times, especially in the creative industry. I know your faith also informs what you do. So you have a positive outlook on things, mostly. How can you encourage guys at this time?
So at this time, first of all, it's never too late. It's not too late. If what you're doing is not working and has not been working, it's not too late to turn around and change. And everyone in this time is very tender, for lack of a better word, is tender and knows that we have to expect and see and expect people to change how they're going to provide their services. If you're a designer, if you're in this creative space, if you're an actor, you've not had an acting gig for the past 3 months, you just have to ride the wave. You have to take on these platforms. They are free, of course, quote unquote. You're selling your information, your data, but they are free to enter. It's easy for you now to make content. It's easy for you to become a thought leader in what you do. It's easy for you to start doing what you love, because now this handset makes you what typically we say a media house. You can produce this content. So me and you, Prince, are the same. You with all your gear and me with this device. We are the same. I can produce content here, I can distribute this content, and I can speak to my audience here, and I can sell even products here. So the thing all about it is, first of all, we have to renew our minds, just like the Bible says, we perish because of lack of knowledge. So we have to renew our minds. We have to empower ourselves. We have to get onto these platforms. There's a place called Google that is remarkable, or YouTube, where you can learn anything at any time, any new skill you want. There are people giving information for free. So it just needs you to put in more effort, 2 hours a day, to learn new skills, to learn new ways on how you can bring your art, your gifting to the fore. Never too late. You can start now. And once you start now, you just do it in scale. You just commit to do it in scale. If it means you start doing business online, if it means you start giving your services online through Upwork platforms and many others, you can Google them as well. Start doing it. Start at a base rate, at a small rate, and start growing your portfolio once again to the point where people can pay you what you want to get paid. That's the best I can do. I can tell people, like, we have no option. We have no option. It's going to get tough. Even for landlords, it will get tough. People are moving out of office spaces. So what will you do with your office space? What will you do with the commercial space? Rates will start coming down. Same thing with residential homes. Rates will start coming down. Everyone will suffer in this period. All we have to do is hold each other and stop looking at it as a survival time. It's just time for us to rebuild. To just rebuild. Nehemiah style. Just time to rebuild. That's what it is.
If people want to get hold of George Kagwe and get inspired, whether it's George Kagwe the comedian or the IT guru, how can they get you?
They can get me through 2 platforms. Email me at kagwe@bawa.co.ke. That's kagwe@bawa.co.ke. Or you can hit me up on WhatsApp on my line 0721 914 656. 0721 914 656. Or all social media platforms, George Kagwe. Hit me up, DM me, let's talk. What's up, people? This has been Word of Mouth with Prince, with George, aka Scholar, aka Pesa Lady. And it's been awesome. Please subscribe and follow all platforms.